Hey everybody, my name is Donny Parenteau, and I want to thank you for joining in for this little mini concert that I'm going to provide for you. I want to send a big thank you to the Prince Albert Métis Women's Association and for organizing this event. It's the Michif Language and Culture Program that they're putting on, and it's a virtual event, and I'm so honored to be a part of this. I was born and raised in Prince Albert, Saskatchewan, actually just down the street from Darlene Mackay. And I just wanted to say thank you again for the invite and sit back and enjoy. I'm going to put on a small little concert here for you guys. And my first song I'm going to do for you is one that I wrote for my father back when I was working with Neil McCoy. One of the first songs I really wrote that when I got serious about songwriting, and I put it on my first CD. But I lost my dad when I was 23 years old, and he was only 53, and he died of cancer. So it was a really tough time in my life, and I just wanted to say that I wish I can go back, and talk to him at least for one day. I think anybody would, when you think about it. So hope this takes you back and brings back some memories for you. But here's a song called Father Time. Yesterday and days gone by are now just memories in my mind. How I wish I could go back again, back to what used to be when I was there for you and you for me, instead of all this hurt I feel inside. Father Time, is it too much to ask for a day? Just one day in my past, what would I have to pay for a taste of yesterday? And on those days I feel alone, there's a comfort in this I know. Someday I'll see you again. But until that moment's here, I see your memory through my tears. I miss you, Dad. Please watch over me. Father Time, is it too much to ask for a day? Just one day in my past, what would I have to pay for a taste of yesterday? And I'd give you all I own to relive one memory without him gone. Father Time, is it too much to ask for a day? Just one day in my past, what would I have to pay for a taste of yesterday? For a taste of yesterday. Oh, tasty yesterday. Thinking about that with the Michif language and the culture of our Métis culture, it really makes you think when you look back at what it used to be like and how many people spoke the language and the culture that was spread around. I find that that's partially missing today. So I encourage everybody out there, if you have the opportunity to learn about our Métis culture, our Métis history, go learn, but also spread that knowledge to your children. Because if we don't start spreading that knowledge, it's going to soon be forgotten. So keep spreading that knowledge to the youth and let them know that this is who we are. Be proud of who we are, and man, wave that flag, wave that Métis flag as high as you can. I mean, I'm very proud. Like this Red River cart right beside me. Think about all of the people that rode on carts like this all the way through Manitoba, all the way to Saskatchewan, and then farther spread on through to Alberta, settling, like the Batoche settlement, all of that stuff. It's just a wide history of that we have being Métis. So I'm very proud to be Métis, and just letting everybody else out there know, keep spreading that knowledge. Okay, so here's a song for you right now. This one, there's a gentleman that I had met a long time back, and he had told me, he says, how busy are you guys this year? I said, we're pretty busy, because it was around 2012. So I just got through playing live on Parliament Hill in Ottawa, and then we were going to jump on a plane with me and my guys and fly over to Paris, France, and we had a show that we were doing in Tours, France, just outside of Paris that year. And plus we had a bunch of other stuff going on. And he looked at me and says, wow, you're busy? And I said, yeah, we sure are. I said, thanks for asking. He says, don't forget to fish. I said, I really don't like fishing too much. And he says, that's not what I mean. I went, So I hung on to that idea and got together with a buddy of mine, and we wrote this song called Don't Forget to Fish. Seems like everyone around me does nothing but run. There's no slowing down, gotta get it done. Out of time for that deadline, wishing they had a little more. Lord, I know that I'm guilty, I'll take my share of blame, but I was born to chase after that fortune and fame with the blessing of this gift you gave to me. Then my father said, son, before you leave, take this advice your grandpa gave me. Don't forget to fish. Take time for yourself. Don't sweat the small stuff. Leave it on the shelf. Spend time with your family. Love them like no one else. Look back on yesterday, but live life for today. And don't forget to fish. There's no stopping those little hands of time on the wall. No way you cannot run, it catches up with us all. So enjoy every single moment while you're still around. Well, fortune and fame never came to me, at least not the way I thought it was supposed to be. Then you blessed me once again with our little girl. I give thanks for what was passed down for me. With this advice I live and I breathe. Don't forget to fish. Take time for yourself. Don't sweat the small stuff. Leave it on the shelf. Spend time with your family. Love them like no one else. And look back on yesterday, but live life for today. And don't forget to fish. Don't forget to fish right there, people. All right. So this next tune I'm going to do for you, this one I wrote for our daughter. This is for Natasha. And when I first met my wife, Patty, we've been together. We're coming on, it's going to be 19 years that we've been together, a long time. And when I had first met her, when I came back and I retired from Neil McCoy, working in the United States for 12 years with him, and I came back home and started my own career, I had met Patty, and Patty had 2 children from a previous marriage. And when they come up to me, they were just little bitty, Evan and Natasha. And they had said to me, if you marry Mom, you're going to be our stepdad, and we're going to be your stepkids. And I says, no, so don't use the word step. I don't like that. Why don't we just say that you'll be my kids, I'll treat you like you're my own, and you just call me Dad, and number 2 if you want to, because then you'll have 2 dads. And so one day they ended up doing that, and Natasha came forward one day and she said when she was little, can you write me a song? I said, sure. So I always had the idea of writing this tune, and I'll never forget where I was living in my first home with Patty, and I was sitting at the kitchen table late at night, and I was trying to be quiet because Patty had to work the next day, and I had this idea. So I remember singing it so quietly into a tape recorder, but I got it down, and I'm so proud of this song because it was also our very first CMT video back in the day in 2010. So it's called My Girl. Chance to go back in time, I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause everything is fine in my little corner of this old world. I got all I own from the sweat of my brow, followed the path of my heart that brought me to now, wrapped in the arms of love from my girl. Well, my was lucky to find my girl. This wouldn't be if not for a mother who brought her to me. I feel like the luckiest man in this world 'cause of my girl. Well, I wasn't there for your very first breath, ought to catch you when you fell from your first step, but I'll be here now and forever when you call. I'll do the best I can to help you grow, to become a woman that can stand on her own. But for now, let's just enjoy this moment in time. Oh, my girl, she's one of a kind, she's a diamond in the rough. I was lucky to find my girl. This wouldn't be if not for her mother who brought her to me. I feel like the luckiest man in this world. Talk about my girl. Oh, my girl, she's one of a kind, she's a diamond in the rough. I was lucky to find my girl. This wouldn't be if not for her mother who brought her to me. I feel like the luckiest man in this world. Oh, I feel like the luckiest man in this world. Talking about my girl. Oh, my girl. Whoa, my girl. My girl. So anyway, this next song I'm going to do for you is actually one that I wrote for my mom, and just wanted to send this out to my mom. And this is what it was like when we were little kids growing up, and didn't really have a lot. I remember when we first grew up. My first memory of our first home that I was in, that I remember, was on 18th Street West in Prince Albert, Saskatchewan. We had a 2-bedroom home, and no running water, no sewer, but we lived in the city. So the next door neighbor, my little friend, he had a toilet, he had running water. I couldn't figure out why didn't we? Because we were poor, very, very poor. And just an example, just talking about this song, and this is what I was doing, sitting down, telling the idea of the song with my co-writers, and I had said, I found out later my mom took her 1 year at a minimum wage job, 1 year, to save up $300 for a down payment on her brand new home on 12th Street West. And it was brand spanking new. And you know, and back then, those low income houses would cost $12,500 today. And I sit back and I just think the sacrifice that my mom made for us to get that. And my dad worked. He worked his butt off. Worked for the city of PA. He was the meter man in PA. And just, you know, I owe a lot of thanks to my mom and to my dad and for all the sacrifice they've given. But that's what moved us to 12th Street West in our very first home. And as I said, just down the street from Darlene Mackay and her family. So I want to send this out to my mom and to all the moms out there for all the sacrifice that you have done for your kids. It's called Mama Taught Me Love. Daddy showed me how to throw a baseball, change the oil, change a tire. He rode shotgun when I learned to drive. I learned when to turn a cheek or take a stand. What my daddy thought a boy needs to know to be a man. But Mama taught me love. Mama taught me sweetness, faith and forgiveness, pain and true tenderness, all with a gentle touch. Mama taught me love. Without complaining and much money, she turned our house into a home. She was everything to everyone. She tended to our broken hearts and busted knees, helped us say our prayers, dared us to dream. Mama taught me love. Mama taught me sweetness, faith and forgiveness, patience and tenderness, all with a gentle touch. Mama taught me love. Mama taught me love. Yeah, Mama taught me love right there. So I got to tell you guys a really quick story about that song. The co-writers in that song, actually, one was Harry Stinson, and Harry Stinson, if you're not familiar with that name, he's the drummer for Marty Stewart, but also he's a fantastic songwriter. There was a song that he wrote called Wild Angel for Martina McBride, and that song was played over 5 million times on the radio. And we went walking into this guy's home, the co-writer with us, and his name was Jim Photoglow. So when I met at this big mansion, and I'm walking through and I see all the accolades on the wall of all these songwriter awards that this guy had won, just about to meet him, I looked at Harry and I said, "Who is this guy?" And he says, "You never heard of him?" I said, "No." He said, "You ever hear the song Fishing in the Dark?" And I said, "Yes." He said, "He wrote it." I went, "Whoa." So those are the writers, Harry Stinson, Jim Photoglow, and myself that wrote that song, Mama Taught Me Love. So it's a very, very special tune, and hope you guys enjoyed it. So now I want to do one. This is actually my current single on the radio right now, and I'm very happy to be back on the radio again. It's been a while since I've been on the radio. I had a song last year that was called Never Came Down Again that I released in April. It went all the way to number 2 on the Indigenous Music Countdown Top 40, and that's played on Sirius Radio. And my current single right now, Bring It On, just topped off at number 5 on the Indigenous Music Countdown. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. It's called Bring It On. Just give me 1 second. I'm just making a little adjustment right here. Okay. best friend since the age of 3. When you moved in across the street, we did everything together, seen it through. It always was just me and you. 14 feet to that water below. Neither one of us wanted to go. Eyes closed, we took that leap and made another memory. No matter what got in our way, it's a part of life, so we just say, bring it on, bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. High school days, part of our past. Freshman in college, what a blast. Spring break, hot sandy beach. Life was good, wild and free. No matter what got in our way, it's a part of life, so we just say, bring it on, bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. Connected from the very start, soul to soul, heart to heart. Oh, it's where the band's supposed to play. Fast forward 20 years, reminiscing with a couple of beer. Sitting here with my best friend, thinking about what might have been. Bring it on, 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 bring it on. Right there, people. I tell you, thanks so much for all the people that have called in and requested that song. And I've got a new single coming out here in May. That's be a good time to tell you what it is, but I'm not going to. Don't want to give away the surprise. But I got a real cool song coming out in May, about halfway through May. So now, this is what I love to do: play fiddle. So I'm going to play a fiddle tune for you right now. Double check that before I do it. Make sure I'm in tune. Don't want nothing worse than a fiddle player out of tune. Wow. Okay. So let's see here. This fiddle tune I'm going to do for you, it's one called Black Mountain Rag. And the way the fiddles are normally tuned, you got E, A, D, G. And this one's tuned C sharp, A, and that's also a E, and that's an A. So it's kind of open A tuning. So it sounds like. Yeah, it's kind of neat. So ready? Here we go. There you go. That's a little Black Mountain rag. So I can't have a Métis function, the Michif Language and Culture Program, brought on once again. Special thanks to the Prince Albert Métis Women's Association. Thank you so much for the invite today. But I can't leave being a fiddle player without playing this tune. So, if you know how to do it, we're going to do about 3, maybe 4 changes. You never know. So I think you know what's coming. Here's a little thing called Red River Jig. Thank you so much once again to the Prince Albert Métis Women's Association, and I hope you enjoyed this portion of the Michif Language Culture Program. Making sure, reminding everybody, please don't forget our culture. Get out there and learn as much as you can. If there's any programs that allow you to speak the Michif language, try it. Give it a shot. I mean, I'm going to be right up to do that, so I'm not even going to attempt to say anything in Michif right now because I need to learn some. So I'm going to get out there and do it too. You guys take care. God bless you. We'll see you next time. Thank you.